You know, there is a silent, completely hidden side to our country's history. We're talking about places where time just simply stopped.
What if I told you that there are entire towns right here in America that were suddenly abandoned and they still look completely frozen in time today? Just imagine it. Empty streets, silent buildings, and of course, dark stories that nobody can fully explain. Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're looking at things completely frozen in time. These are America's creepiest abandoned towns.
Let's start with Bodie, Lawless Ghost Rush Ghost.
Bodie is easily one of the most famous ghost towns out there. Back during the gold rush in the 1800s, this place was absolutely booming. Thousands of people packed up and moved there, drawn in by the sudden promise of newfound wealth. And let me tell you, this town was far from quiet. It was literally filled to the brim with saloons, gamblers, and, as you might guess, a whole lot of violence and crime. It was the Wild West, for sure. But what happens when the gold disappears? Well, the people did too. They slowly abandoned the town. Fast forward to today, and you've got old homes, schools, and general stores that remain completely untouched. It's like everyone just stood up and walked away. Because of how weirdly preserved it is, it's got quite a reputation. Some visitors even claim they hear footsteps and strange whispers at night. No way am I hanging around there after dark. Moving on to Centralia, the unending underground fire.
This is a truly terrifying abandoned town over in Pennsylvania. The year was 1962. A fire sparked deep inside the underground coal mines situated directly beneath the town's streets.
And honestly, the absolute worst part about this? That fire never stopped burning. It is still going. Imagine this terrifying chain reaction. Toxic gas begins rising right up through the streets. Then, the intense underground heat causes the roads to literally crack wide open, and smoke just starts pouring out of the ground. Families had absolutely no choice. They were forced to pack up and leave their homes forever. To put that into perspective, even today, right now, parts of Centralia still have smoke billowing out from that exact same underground fire. It's wild. Next up, Rhyolite, cursed desert ruins. Right out in the vast, unforgiving Nevada desert lies this forgotten town. Now, at one point, Rhyolite was a booming mining hub, packed full of hotels, banks, and bustling train stations. But much like Bodie, the mining industry completely collapsed. And when it did, the town emptied out almost overnight. Without the mines, there was zero reason for anyone to stay isolated out there in the harsh desert. So now, only broken buildings and decaying ruins remain sitting out there in the middle of nowhere. In fact, a lot of travelers who visit today actually say the whole place feels cursed, just completely, utterly lifeless.
Which brings us to our final section. Dark stories haunt the streets.
Look, these abandoned towns we've explored in this explainer, they are way more than just empty places. They're stark reminders of massive disasters, human greed, deep mystery, and history that's just been completely forgotten. And you know, some people truly believe that their dark stories still haunt those empty streets today. It really makes you think, doesn't it? If you're hooked on this kind of stuff, make sure to subscribe to USA Mystery Map for more dark and mysterious stories hidden all across America. But before we go, I gotta ask, if you found yourself walking those empty streets at midnight, what do you think you'd hear?